Well, hello to all of our wonderful listeners and viewers out there today. Today, we're going to have a caroless. I said that right, caroless. She couldn't make it today. She's got some family obligations, and we miss her already. Joe cried earlier. It's kind of funny. I came in, and he was on the couch crying. Carol.
I had a candle lit, had a little vigil going.
But she'll be back next week, and I won't be here next week, although I'm trying to figure out a way to call in. And I have a show with my Santana tribute band at the Wildy Theater.
You know who's here every week?
Joe.
Except for when I'm in Florida.
Joe, oh, that's right. You can't even say that because you weren't here, and we couldn't even do the podcast last week or 2 weeks ago because you were in Florida. See?
Well, you know.
There you go.
Sometimes people got things to do, you know. That's why I have my son here to learn things.
You should have thought about that before you missed an episode.
You're right.
I mean, you came in like you're going to be the Audio Inc. conscience, and then you screwed it by not being here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
See? Anyway, did you have a good week? How was your week?
I did.
Man, last week was killer, man. I'll tell you what.
Jeff Shield, man. You can't go wrong with Jeff Shield.
Man, yeah. We got a great guest. It's a part of my musical journey and someone who helped me along my process. And hopefully I can get him to help me a little bit more. I'll pop that question while so he can't say no. That's how you do it.
Yep. Live on air.
Right on.
All right. Everything going good. Everything's going good. All right, so let's start. I don't know if you know what's going on this week in St. Louis. Do you know what's going on?
Man, I have no idea.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but we talked about it last week, but it's still going on, that St. Louis International Film Festival.
Oh, there we go.
So you still got some time. It's running until the 19th.
See, I rely on you guys to let me know
what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, how about this one? The Tina Turner musical from November 14th through the 26th. And who doesn't like Tina Turner?
Yeah.
I mean, she's from here. That's a St. Louis born music, phenom. Like, she is a part of the culture, 100, hands down. So if you're not doing anything, check it out. It's the Tina Turner musical. It talks about it's at the Fabulous Fox, I believe, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, so you can go to the Fabulous Fox and check out all things Tina Turner. It'd be wonderful. Now, for the kiddies, because come on, we're old, we have kids, people listen, have kids. Mm-hmm. It's that time of season. Starting on November 17th, you can go to the Polar Express train ride.
Nice.
How about that? It's down at the Union Station, and I believe they play the whole music, and they have actors there, and you can interact with
the whole thing.
Yeah, the Polar Express, which is kind of a creepy kind of thing. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Have you ever seen the Polar Express?
I have not.
It's kind of creepy. Honestly, if you really think about a train that appears and takes kids away, it's just kind of
sounds like a great concept.
It's could be a horror movie. I don't know, like that horror movie about Winnie the Pooh that came out a little while ago.
Oh my God! Oh, you're talking about Five Nights at Freddy?
No. There's just one about Winnie the Pooh killing.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that was the closest thing I could think of to Winnie the Pooh killing people. I haven't heard of that. What is it? Five Nights at Freddy or something?
Five Nights at Freddy. That's some kind of game.
Yeah. Now that they made a movie out of it.
Did it go to theaters or straight to?
I think it's out right now. I think it's in theaters. I'm not sure.
There's no way is it in theaters?
Yeah, it's in theaters right now.
It seems like it would be straight to DVD, which they don't do anymore. So it'd be straight to digital.
Straight to Netflix.
Straight to streaming.
Yeah, apparently it's doing really well. So.
Oh well, I'll shut my mouth then.
Yeah.
Oops.
It was a popular game, so maybe they nailed it.
I'm not familiar with the game, but
yeah, neither am I. I mean, my kids played it for a while, but. Yeah, it's like a kid's thing.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. This is going to be a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We got a lot of things going on. Last weekend was great. It's amazing, the St. Louis scene and what all goes on every weekend. Mm-hmm. And we're starting to scratch the surface of it. We're going to grow this podcast so you guys can know and hear what's coming up.
Had a little meeting last week with Diamond Music Hall. We're talking about doing an industry night, trying to get some scheduling things going, and
that's going to be fun. And it's an industry night for musicians, artists, comedians, anything.
Performance artists of all type.
Yeah, dancers, whatever. And it's just, just a night for...
Even tattoo artists can come up and display their stuff.
Yeah.
Get clients.
It's just a networking thing. We'll have music, live music. Hopefully we can get bands to play.
Yep.
I think it'll be an awesome thing. Different genres.
I'm going to try to reunite the industry here in St. Louis.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing is musicians, regardless on what genre of music you play, you all go through the same shit. You're all fighting for gigs, trying to find places to play. And, when you network like that, you find out certain things. Like the gentleman that we're going to bring on here shortly, he entered into my life because I was looking for someone to teach me, to break me through this barrier of bass playing that I had at that time. And, I was asking around town, to get looking for, a bass player who they think I should take lessons from, et cetera, and it's that form of networking that I think, the St. Louis scene needs again.
Absolutely.
Because, we don't have you used to have how many music stores were here? There was 7 or 8 music stores. Now you have Guitar Center, for the most part. Or you have, what's the other one? Palin Music is the new one that's out. They got some pretty cool shit at Palin Music too. But, there used to be tons of music stores, and when you'd walk in, there'd be guitar players playing, and there'd be bass players playing. You'd hear drums in the back, and then they had a big wall of, musicians looking for musicians and shit like that. And that's pretty much non-existent now. It might be online, but I'm just saying, it used to go, I remember as a kid, I would love going to going to music stores and just hanging out and meeting people, seeing who's in bands and things like that. And that's how we, my band Plain Jane back in the day got gigs.
I used to be the guy that would go up to the record store and just kind of walk around and look at shit and listen to shit all day and maybe buy one thing before I left just because, I love music,
Yeah.
We didn't have Spotify. We didn't have all that shit back then.
No, you had to go, dude, you had to buy a record.
Yep.
You had to buy the record. Yep. You can listen to it there.
Yep.
And you listen to the one song, and then hopefully you heard another song and you're like, yeah, I'm buying this record. And then you sat there and you invested your time in this piece of musical art. And
it's like going to a music library.
Yeah. 100%. And, honest to God, I feel bad for some of these young kids coming up now.
Right.
They don't get to experience that.
Right.
It's
everything's right at the fingertips.
Yeah, it's a single right now, and labels don't build bands anymore. They don't build them anymore. You got to have a hit, and they throw that hit out there. And if it does great, you get a second hit or a third hit. But sometimes you're just a one hit, and then they move on to the next.
Well, that was a good thing about a record store is because you could go up, chat with the clerk or whatever, and even find out about new music or something else.
They had the artist pick,
right?
Or
there you go.
I guess employee picks,
and
you could listen to their stuff. I mean, Vintage Vinyl still does that. Vintage Vinyl is probably still one of the places to go where you can get, you can hear new music that you're not used to and stuff. But oh man, let me stretch here for a second. All right, I would like to bring on this next gentleman. He is a fantastic and phenomenal bass player here in the St. Louis scene. He is someone that I looked to help me grow my ability to play my instrument. And he opened up my mind and my ability to do more things by his tutelage. And so I would like to bring on Mr. Larry Kornfeld.
That's me. Hello. It's been a minute since I've seen you, man. This is so cool.
It's been a while, yeah. Was it 98?
Yeah.
Probably 98.
Yeah.
And we were talking briefly about, how I got your name and how this all came about. But I was looking around at Dale's music, at McMurray's music, and some of these people have no idea what we're talking about because those bands...
The music stores are closed, like you were just saying.
Long time
Nobody
gone.
knows about these places anymore.
Yeah. I was walking around looking for a bass player because I was at a stumbling block because I was completely self-taught, and I didn't have an understanding of why I couldn't get past a certain point of my playing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was asking around for, I'm looking for a bass player to take lessons. And of course they had their in-store guys and, you can take this one. But your name came up once, twice, 3, 4 times. So I reached out. I got your number.